Welcome back to Daniel Math Academy. Before we continue, we'd like to take some time to give a shout out to our community members, those who have been following our daily series. Thank you for being part of us. Now, if you're new to this channel and then you'd like you to quickly subscribe now, like and share our videos to people who would really need this video, JAMB students who are writing this JAMB exam. All right. Now, also with that out of the way, let's get started with today's work. Now, we're going to start first of all with question 1. Question 1 says, given that A cross B is equal to A plus B divided by AB plus A minus B, find the value of 3 cross 2. Now, this topic is from binary numbers, okay? So what we need to do from here is first of all to understand the concept. So here we're going to represent that A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 2. Now, so let's go ahead and plug these values into this expression A plus B plus all over this. So now that's going to give us A. So our expression is A plus B or divide by AB plus A minus B. So if we go ahead and plug that, this is going to give us, this will have A is 3 plus 2, and that is going to be divided by 3 times 2 plus 3 minus 2. Now we take that over here, that is going to give us 3 plus 2 is 5. It's going to give us 5 over 6 and plus 1. So moving up here, this will be translated as, so look for the LCM, it's going to be, so this is going to be 5 plus 1 over 6. So 5 plus 6, okay? So this is 6 times 1 is 6, then plus 5 all over 6. If I express this is going to give us 11 over 6. 11 over 6 in mixed fraction, 6 into 11 is equals to 1 times remainder 5 over 6. So the answer is 1 whole number 5 over 6. And that gives us the option that we have here is option D. Alright, so this is the solution to this question. Now let's look at the question 2. In our question 2, we are given that solve the simultaneous equation x over 2 minus y over 5 equals to 1. So let's get that first of all. X over 2 minus y over 5 is equal to 1. We need to make this equation a linear equation. So by doing that, so cross multiply 5 times x, that's going to give us 5x. Now 2 times y, that's going to give us minus 2y is equals to, now the denominator is 2 times 5. Okay, the LCM is 2 times 5, so 2 times 5 is 10. Now 10 is going to cross to multiply, because here, so make this over 1 and then cross multiply, it is going to be 10. Now this is our equation 1. Having this out of the way, let's go ahead to write equation 2. Now equation 2 is giving us y minus x over 3 is equals to 8. Now making that linear, this is going to become, so this is going to become 3y and then minus x is equal to 3 is over 1. The LCM is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Now, for this, so if you write this back properly, so it's going to become minus x plus 3y is equal to 24. Now, but minus cannot be the leading number, so cross multiply all through by negative. So if we do that, it's going to give us negative multiplying everything. 3y is equal to 24. So that's going to give us x minus 3y is equal to minus 24. The two equations, we're going to combine the two equations now. The two equations that we have is 5x minus 2y equals to 10. And the second equation is x minus 3y is equals to minus 24. We have to use substitution method. We're going to use substitution method in this. What I'm going to do by that is to multiply. All right, since I want to eliminate y, so I'm going to cross multiply. The coefficient of y here is 3. I'm going to use that to multiply this. I'm going to use that to multiply everything in equation 1. You multiply by 3 And the coefficient of y in equation 1 will be used to multiply everything in equation 2. So let's go ahead. 3 times 5 is going to give us 15x. 3 times this is going to give us minus 6y. And this is going to give us 30. 2 times x is going to give us 2x. 2 times minus 3y is going to give us 6y. And this is going to give us minus 48. Now everything you can see there is now the same. The coefficient of y is the same. Now we have to put in a sign that can give us a negative value, that can cross out y. Now the sign to put there is minus sign. Minus 6y minus 6y is going to give us 0. So here we'll go ahead with this. So 15 minus 2x is going to give us 13x. And this is going to be equal to 30 minus 48 is going to give us 78. So x is going to give us 78 divided by 13. Therefore, x is going to give us 6. Now, having that out of the way, we are now going to substitute. We are going to substitute the value of x is equal to 6 into equation 2. What is equation 2? Equation 2 is right here. Okay, or into equation 1. Let's do it into equation 1. Okay, so let's do that into equation 1. Take note equation 1. Now, so if we do that, this is going to give us what? This is going to give us that 5 into 5x minus 2y is equal to 10. 5x is 6 minus 2y is equal to 10. This is 30 minus 2y is equal to 10. So move this over here, it becomes 2y, 30 is over here, 10 comes out, becomes minus 10. This is going to give us 20 is equal to 2y. Therefore, y is equal to 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10. So the answer, solution to this question is that x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 10. Solution to this question. Therefore, the answer is s is equal to 6, y is equal to 10. Option B. Alright? Remember to pause the video and then go over it again for clarity. Let's move over to question number 3. In question number 3, we were given that cos A is equal to 12 over 13 for a right angle triangle. So now what do? We're asked to find tan A. We're going to use trig function. So I'm going to say using the trig function I'm going to use is that sine square A plus, since it's A, I'm dealing with A, plus cos square A is equal to 1. So if I do that, from there, we're already given cos, but we don't know sine. So to find sine A, to find sine A, that's going to become sine square A is going to give us the square root of 1 minus cos square A. Because we move this over here, everything here, move it over here to make this substitute formula. Now, then that means, oh, okay, take note, please. Take note, please. So that's going to give us that sine square is going to give us 1 minus cos square A. Let me not run so that you can follow step by step. Now then, sine A is now going to give us the square root of 1 minus cos square A. Now, so this is what we need, but remember from the equation that cos A is given as 12 over 13. So if I substitute that, I will have that sine A is going to give me square root of 1 minus 12 over 13 or square. This is going to give me square root of 1 minus 12 square is 144 over 13 square is 169. So If I do that, I'm going to have that sine A is going to give me, so this is going to be square root, this is going to be square root of 169 times 1 is 169 divided by, so 169 minus 144 divided by 169. Now this is going to be the expression of that. And if I move on from there, I'm going to have that sine A. It's going to give me square root of 25 divided by 169. That is going to give me square root of 25 is 5 divided by square root of 169 is 13. Okay, so my answer for sine is 13. Take note of that. Now what we're asked to find is we're asked to find tan theta. So tan A is going to give me sine A all over cos A. This is another trig function. So this trig function 1, we'll use two trig functions in this equation, this trig function 2. Now, so we'll move on from there. It means that tan A is going to give me sine A is 12, 5 over 13, divided by cos A was given as 12 over 13. If I expand this, this is going to give me 5 over 13 times 13 over 12. Okay, so cancel this. So therefore, tan A is going to give me 5 over 12. So the answer to this question is here, 5 over 12, option A. Option A, okay? So this is the answer to this question, option A. Now, let's quickly move on to the next question. But if you're just joining us, please remember to subscribe to this channel and like this video right now. Share it to friends and loved ones who you know will need this exam. All right? Now, so if you find value also in these videos of posting, please leave a comment on the comment section, and also you can interact with our community. Let us know the next topic you'd like us to solve for you. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, in the next question here, we're given question 4, and question 4 we're given that y, given that y is equals to sine 4x. We're asked to differentiate that. So we're going to use substitution method. We're going to say let u equals to 4x. I want to substitute this. So y is equal to sine 4x, but let u equals to 4x. I'm going to differentiate u with respect to x. Du over dx is going to give me 4. So I've gotten this. I'm going to keep this in view. Let's keep this in view because we're going to come back to this. Now, let's remember that y is equals to what? Sine 4x. So now let's substitute that. If y equals to sine 4x, now let's find, means that y is equals to sine 4x is equals to u. Now remember that we said u equals to 4x, so this is going to be sine u. Now we also need to find differentiate y with respect to x. So dy over dx, dy over du, okay, dy over du is going to give us cos x. When you differentiate sine u, you get cos u. You get cos u. Take note of that. All right. Now, so we've gotten these two trig functions. Remember, we've gotten, first of all, we've got du dx. Now we've gotten dy du. Now, but remember that the rule says that dy dx is equal to dy dx is equals to dy du times du over dx. That way, we can get rid of this, and then we'll still have back dy dx. So now let's go ahead to substitute our values. So dy over dx is going to give us dy du is equal. So this is going to be cos u, alright? Now times du dx is equal to 4. Now let's remember that cos, so this is going to give us cos. What's u? We said here, let's u equals to 4x. We're going to substitute back 4x times 4. So therefore, dy over dx is going to give us 4 cos 4x. So this is the solution to this question. Alright, so taking note of this, so this is the answer to this question. Now, let's move on to the next lesson. Alright, so let's move on to the next lesson. Now, in the next lesson, we'll have this question that the chord of a circle of radius 17 centimeter is 30 centimeter long. Calculate the distance of the chord from the center of the circle. So this is the chord. So the length is 17 centimeter. So this is 17 centimeter. Now, the chord of the circle is 30 centimeter long. Now, a chord, remember, is a line drawn from a point of a circle to an end of a circle to the other end of a circle. Now, the chord is 30 centimeter long, but all we need to find the height is just one part. So this is going to be another part. So this part is going to be 15 centimeter. This is going to be 15 centimeter. All right, I'm making it 30. So what we're looking for the distance. So this is going to be the distance we're looking for. So we're going to call this distance d. So we're looking for d. Now we're going to take that out and then form this right angle triangle. So this is going to be this, and this. All right, with this at the middle. So we'll find the values. This is, we're looking for the distance. This is 17 centimeter and this is 15 centimeter. So we're going to find d using Pythagoras theorem. We're going to use Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem, which says that AB, which says that AC square, that is called the longer side, is equals to the square of the two other sides, A, BC square. So this is A. So let's call this A. Let's call this C, and let's call this B. So using the rule, this is going to become 17 square is equals to d square plus 15 square. This square is going to become 17 square minus 15 square. This square is going to become, it will give us 289 minus 225. So this square will give us, this is going to be 64, and then d will give us square root of 64. Therefore, the distance is equals to 8 centimeters. So distance from the chord, distance of the chord from the center is 8 centimeter. All right, option C. Okay, moving on to question 6. Question 6, we have, and says, find the limit y for the equation. So now let's write the equation. What is that properly? It's going to be, find the limit as s tends to 2 for s cubed minus 2x squared plus 6x minus 12, all of this divided by x minus 2. Now this is the equation we're asked to find. So now one of the first method to do this is direct substitution. So by direct substitution, we're going to substitute x as x equal to 2 into this to find out what this is going to give us. So this is going to give us, so substituting this is going to give us this. So we're going to have this now. Anywhere you see x, you put in the value. All right. Now, so let's work that out and see what we're going to get. So this is going to give us 2 raised to the power 3 minus 2 raised to the power 2 plus 6 into 2 minus 12. Then down here we're going to have 2 minus 2. Now if you expand this will be 8. So this is going to give you, so if you expand this, let me write it somewhere at the corner here. It's going to give you 8 minus 2 times 3 to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus this is going to be 6 times 2 is 12 minus 12. So everything here is 0. Everything here is 0. So this is undefined. Now it means that direct substitution is not going to work. So once you put in your limit and discover that you have 0 over 0, that is undefined, then you need to use the factorization method, using the polynomial factorization method. So we have to factorize this. Now using the factorization method, so what we're going to do is to use the remainder theorem to divide this. So I'm going to have this. So this is going to be here, x is going to be here, that's going to be x minus 2, and then what this is my divider and this is my quotient. Okay, so it's going to be x cubed minus 2x squared plus 6x and minus 12. Now let's take it step by step. X into x cubed, this will be x squared. X squared times x will give me x cubed. X squared times minus 2, this is how it goes. It's going to give minus 2x squared. At this point, I'm going to subtract to see what I have as a remainder. What sign? I'm going to put minus here. This will go give me x cubed minus x will be 0. This will be 0. And since there's minus here, this is also going to give me, this is going to be 0x squared. Now I'm going to bring down this value. I'm going to bring this down. So this is going to give me 6x. And then I'm going to bring down this minus 12. Again, x into 6x, that's going to give me, remember this plus sign, this is going to give me plus 6. 6 times x is going to give me 6x. 6 times minus 2 is going to give me minus 12. Alright, so if you look at this, again, I have this. Now, what sign? Minus, everything is 0. So there's no remainder in this equation. So this is 0, this is 0. So it means that using this method, I've been able to factorize this. So the factors I have here for this is x minus 2 and x squared plus 6. I'm going to use this to now solve the limit. So the question is now going to become limit as x tends to 2 for x minus 2 x squared plus 6, or divide by x minus 2. Now this is going to be the question I'm going to use now. So if I plug this in, you can see here that this will cancel this. So it's going to become limit as x approach 2 for x squared plus 6. If I substitute that, I'm going to get that. So wherever I see x approach 2, this is going to give me 2 squared plus 6. This is going to give me 4 plus 6, and that's going to give me 10. So the answer to this question is option B, sorry, which is 10. So that is how to solve this limit. Remember, you can pause the video and go over again. Remember to drop a comment also in the comment section if you have any question. Let's move on to the next question. And the next question, we're given that an amount of 600,000 was realized when the principal Y was saved for 5%. Simple 5% simple interest for 4 years. We're looking for the value of Y. A simple formula that you need to note to solve this question is note that amount is equals to principal into bracket 1 plus the rate times time times duration. Okay, times the duration. Now we are given here that amount is equals to 500,000. Principal is unknown Y. The rate is 5%, which is 0.05. The time is equal to 4 years. So plugging that in, this is going to give us that 500,000 is equals to P into 1 plus 0.05 times 4. So this is going to give us 500,000 is equals to P into 1 plus 0.05 times 4. Let's do a quick math here. Now 0.05 times 0.5 times 0.1 10 times 4. 0.5 times 4 will give me 2. 2 times 0.1 will give me 0.2. So this is going to be 0.2 plus 1. So 500,000 is equals to P into 1 plus 0.2 is 1.2. So P is going to give me 500,000 divided by 1.2. So P is going to give me, that's by that, if I divide that, P is going to, so this is 600,000, please take note. So the power of that is 600,000, please, not 500,000. So let's take note of this, please. This is 600,000, okay? 600,000, 600,000, 600,000, okay? Take note about that correction, 600,000. So if I divide that, that's going to give me, so the answer is going to be B, which is 500,000. So that's my answer to the question. Is option B. Okay, take note of that. So A here is not 600,000. Now, so that's how to solve that question. Now, with this, we've come to the end of question 7. Let's move on to question 8. Now, in question 8, we are asked to find y is equal to the integral. Okay, so we are asked to integrate, that is the integral sign for 3x squared plus 2x minus 5. Okay, so this is the, what this is, remember, this is an indefinite integral, right? So because we're going to have constants, so what we'll do here is to remember and to break this down. So you can break this into individual integrals. So it's going to be integral of 3x squared plus integral of 2x minus integral of 5, right? Now if you solve this question, so this is how you can break this down. This is how you can break this question. Okay, remember that there's the x here. So the integral of all of these, now what is the integral of, so this is going to become 3 integral of x squared plus 2 integral of x minus integral of 5. Now if you integrate x squared, that's going to give you 3 into, that's going to give you 3. Now let me give you a brief formula for integration. Integral of x raised to the power n is going to be x n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Alright, so using that formula, this is going to become x squared plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 plus 2 into, this is going to be x1 plus 1, because there's invisible 1 here, all over 1 plus 1, minus the integral of 5x is going to be, the integral of 5 is going to be 5x, then put in plus c, plus c. So this is going to become 3 into x cubed over 3 plus 2 into x squared over 2 minus 5x plus c. Finally, we're going to get that this is going to give us 3x cubed over 3 plus 2x squared over 2 minus 5x and plus c. This is the integral of the question. Now, this is the solution to this question. All right, now remember that you can pause the video and take a look at it again, so you can have clarity on what we have done. Drop a comment on the comment section for more videos. Now let's go to the next question, question number 9. Now in question number 9, before we go to question number 9, so we'd like you to quickly, right, drop a comment, follow us, remember to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe now if you're not subscribed. Like and share the video to as many people that needs this video. All right, so let's look at the next lesson, question number 9. In question number 9, we'll find that we are told that the second and fifth term of a GP are 1 and 18 respectively. The first term of a GP is equals to A. First term. So we are told that the first term of a GP, okay, so this is the first term of a GP, and the second term is AR, A times R. So this is second term. Now we are told that the second term of a GP is 1. So AR is equals to 1, equation 1. And so the formula to find the term of a GP is given by the formula, okay, A R n minus 1. So this is the formula, okay, T of n. So we are also the 18th term, the fifth term is going to become T of 5. That's going to become, so remember, that's going to become AR5 minus 1, which will give us AR4. So AR4 is going to give us 18, equation 2. All right? So we need to divide to, what you're going to do now is to divide equation 1 by equation 2. Divide equation 2 by equation 1. That's going to give you, if you do that, that will give us AR4 divided by AR is equals to 18 divided by 1. This, A will cancel A, alright? And here, we have that. So this is going to be, so AR, this indices now, this is going to be R raised to power 3, because this will cancel out, and then 1 R will be left is equals to 18, alright? And moving on from there, R is going to become cube root of 18, and R is going to give you 2.62. So take note of this, there's no option here, so I think typographical error to that, right? Now to where we got the question from. So let's move on to the next question, and that becomes the last question, all right, that we'll have to solve for today. All right, guys, thank you for staying tuned with us on this lesson, and we'll see you on the next lesson, which is going to be Friday Math with Daniel Maths Academy. Don't forget to like, share, hit the subscribe button, subscribe now, share with friends who needs this video. Okay, drop your comment for the next topic you'd like us to solve.